Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Pokemon Platinum. Last time, we met Mira, who was not a planet, but rather a little girl trapped in a cave with an overpowered Kadabra. And we continued on the road to Hearthome City. This time, we are going to be finishing our journey to Hearthome City. Let's get started here on Route 208. I sorta don't want to fight this. Oh, he's a spinner. Okay, I'll gladly take him being a spinner so I can sneak right past him and have my repels if I can wear off. No! Get a Great Ball! I could really go for one of those right about now. I guess I haven't really been catching a lot of stuff, but it's still always good to have. And it always feels great whenever you, well, get a Great Ball before you can buy them in stores. Anytime you want to move. Please. 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 Thank you! Okay, there we go. Seems that politeness doesn't always win the day. Is there a hidden item around here? What am I talking about? I have the dowsing machine. What am I even wondering if there's a hidden item around here? There should totally be. Oh! Down in that grass, but I gotta get to this guy to get to it. Let's see what our team is. Or I realize a second later that I could just switch back over to the Pokechap and we could all see what's in the lead. Beep-bee! It's Supernova just like I was hoping it would be. Let's take on this hiker. Gahaha! You're just a little kid. How are you supposed to beat a big man like me? Well, the fact that the place where you were physically standing made it physically impossible for me to walk 2 steps north of you and see your funny face due to the bad sprite aliasing in this game. So, the motivation to see your funny face from the sprite aliasing, that gives me all the motivation I need to beat a big strong man in a battle like you. Come on, Supernova, show 'em what you're made of with your magical leaf. Might not be a quad weakness, but it'll do a lot of damage nonetheless. Using block on me, that makes it so that I can't switch out. Not that I would ever want to, I have magical leaf. Let's finish this off. I'm very happy that our first battle has me taking no damage. I hope it's a good sign of things to come. And hopefully this will get me to level 27. Yes, wow. You're just on fire. Like, you're on a roll. I'm just finding all kinds of analogies that really make no sense because it's not really so much round as it is pointy, so on a roll. Oh my, a big man like me got schooled by a little kid like you. Yeah, it is humiliating, so I'm only gonna show your funny face on screen for, there you go, half a second. See, it wasn't as bad as you thought it was. Let's use Derpidious's Rock Smash to get past this stone right here so we can get this item. We get an Ether. That'll restore PP to a move. We can't buy these in stores, not now, not ever. That waterfall looks really cool. It's like a paper diorama kind of look on a waterfall. It's like a cardboard tube with like some paper running down it. Maybe I'm just thinking too much of like Paper Mario's art style. Anyway, down here in this grass, there was that hidden item we saw earlier that is a tiny mushroom. Pretty tiny reward, but there are also 2 new encounters in this grass, and there is something that I personally really want to catch, so let's get into the bios. First off, Bibarel. I'm not gonna beat around the bush on this one. Catch it and replace your Bidoof with it. Simple as that. Bibarel is able to learn some aquatic HM moves we'll be seeing later on that Bidoof can't learn, and therefore it is a better HM user than even Bidoof is. Some people in the comments were saying, hey, don't neglect your Bidoof, train it up. You want to get up to Bibarel for those HM moves. I don't know if people just weren't aware that you could catch Bibarel in the wild not too far into the game before that's even really a problem, so I don't know. Second new encounter is Ralts, who became a split evolution in this game. I'll talk about each option, but let's go over Ralts itself first. It is much higher leveled in the wild than it was in Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. For that reason, it is no longer a painful grind of it only knowing Growl when you catch it. It's a lot more viable to start off. Also helps that it's about to evolve at the levels that you catch it here. As for evolved forms, female Ralts can only ultimately become Gardevoir. This gives it some respectable special attack and special defense, furthering the abilities that it has as a Ralts. Just keep in mind that 1, it's not a fairy type in this game, so that does not exist. And 2, it's not as powerful as some other special psychic types like Alakazam. This is trading some of its power in return for bulk. Male Raltses, on the other hand, have it much better. They have the option to become either Gardevoir or Gallade. Gallade is essentially a physical Gardevoir with more learnable moves and a fighting type. There are many, many good moves that this can learn, and multiple viable movesets for both single player and multiplayer. It has that deep of a move pool. Downside is, it requires a stone for evolution that we can't just simply go underground and dig up. You're gonna be waiting a little bit for it, but you're waiting a while to get Gardevoir as well. You can wait a little bit for Gallade if you want to use it. In short, I can highly recommend Ralts and either of its final evolutions. Both are great in their own right. I am 9 levels higher than you, and you're a grass type. Yes, I can get away from you. Don't even lie to me and say that I can't. Yes! Can't tell you how long it took me for me to find one of these. Jeez! Starting to think I would never run into a Bibarel. I didn't even think they were that rare on this route. Let's do this. Okay, you're doing defense curl, so I can at least hit you for a little more damage without having to worry about anything happening. We'll go for bite just to make absolutely sure that we are fine. Wow, we are really, really fine. I think I could probably hit you again. I swear if I get a critical right now. Thank you. Sure, do roll out, do your whole 5 damage, or whoa, 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 whoa. That was a critical on the first? What? Let's go for the Great Ball. You might think that I am replacing Derpidius. I am not replacing Derpidius. This is merely the vessel for Derpidius' soul transfer. It is on to bigger and better things. It is above having to level up for a more powerful body. This is an ascension to the next level of HM slavery. Which is why I used a Great Ball, to show the ascension of Bidoof. Yeah, because it was caught in a Pokeball. Yes, I would like to nickname it. We are going to prepare the soul transfer process, which is very gruesome stuff, should happen off screen. And we will give you the name that you were not born with, but we'll roll with it anyway. I am Sly. Well, okay, as sly as somebody can be when running around a route for seemingly no reason, looking for encounters they don't need after catching the Bibarel they said they wanted. Yeah, the Bibarel was just a ruse. I did want to catch that, but just in time for Clefairy having caught up to the levels of the rest of our team, I think I want to catch a Ralts. Specifically, a male Ralts. I thought it'd be kind of fun if we had a split evolution that could go either way. And on top of that, we have a Kanto Pokemon on our team in Clefairy, we have Crobat from Johto, and we have Grotle from Sinnoh. Only region we're missing is Hoenn, so I thought this would be a perfect compromise of both. Let's weaken it. Okay, good. What?! What?! I didn't even know it had teleport in the... Well, I'll be right back. I guess I'm not so sly after all. Let's try that again. I certainly hope it'll go smoother this time. I'm leading with Supernova, because I think I want to do Sing to prevent it from happening again. Of course I miss. And it does Confusion. Let me guess, you're gonna get the Confusion chance of me. Okay, no, you don't. Thankfully, at least not everything goes wrong. Come on! I know Sing is not a very good sleeping move, but it's all I have for right now. Come on! 3 times in a row, missing a 55% chance. Are you kidding me? Supernova, I hate to say it, but I think your role is over. You had a really great video last time, you had a pretty good start this time, but I think you burned up all your juice. Or you just got it all back in the span that it took me to say that. Okay, so we put it to sleep. Doesn't immediately wake up, thankfully. Gonna use Magical Leaf. I hope this will be not enough to knock it out. I don't know, because I'm pretty high leveled, and I do have the Meadow Plate on. Let's hope. Thank goodness. Oh, man. Okay, okay. Now all I have to do. This might be overkill, but I'm just kind of thinking about what kind of ball I would like to catch it in. I'm thinking that nest ball right there. It is below level 30. We're not going to be able to use these for much longer and make them useful, so we're going to do that. Here's our new team member. 2, 3, click. We've caught our love for Hoenn, and now all 4 regions are in perfect harmony on this team. That is unless, of course, this becomes a Gallade and is really good for it, in which case, then it'll go horribly out of balance. If its horns capture the warm feelings of people or Pokemon, its body warms up slightly. Call those wimpy things horns? They're round, for goodness sakes. Once again, I am horrible at naming things, so if you want to comment on this video or use the hashtag on Twitter, ChuggaPlatinum, I'd be happy to hear what your suggestions are for Ralts' names. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going off to the Pokemon Center and we're gonna see what nature and personality this has. Perhaps that'll aid you in naming it. Oh! On the way back, I found a Bronzor. That was so important, I felt the need to cut away to that to tell you that I did such a thing. No, I found that there was a hidden item right here. Another Revive! That is 4! 4! Not complaining, but still, they are generous. Now that we've got it in our party, let's just see what nature and personality it has been blessed with. That might help it in getting a nickname. First off, it has teleport in its moveset. This is not an HM move, but you can use it in the field nonetheless. This allows you to return to the last Pokemon Center you healed at, which would have been very useful a few minutes ago when I needed to go back and pick it up. Okay, so in the way of nature, we have Brave Nature. I can see by that, like spicy food, that means plus attack. Well, so much for being ambiguous about which way I was gonna go with it. I think that pretty much seals it. After checking on a few things, I see that Brave is indeed plus attack, but it's minus speed, which is kind of unfortunate. Often dozes off means that my highest IV is HP. Definitely not something you really see that often on a Ralts, but I'll take it. Like I said, I'm not resetting for optimal natures or IVs or anything like that. I'm just kind of taking what life gives me, and I don't think that that's horrible. Not really the best, but not really great either. Now, over this way, I want to battle you. Not for Ralts' debut battle or anything. Yeah, I want to have a battle. I was meaning to enter a contest, but beating you won't take long. Oh, getting cocky, you see, yeah. This is our first trainer of interest in a very, very long time. And not because of this Roselia. I did want to make note of it, though. That Roselia is another really nice detail. As you can see, it had a custom Pokeball animation. This is something we don't get the ability to do ourselves for a while. But in Platinum, they gave a lot of regular trainers, as well as bosses, custom animations like that, and it's just a really nice detail. They didn't have to go to all that trouble, but they did, and it gives it a lot more personality. The reason why we wanted to fight right here, however, is this Combee. This is a Pokemon that you can, believe it or not, go the entire game without seeing, despite it being super common on those honey trees. So I want to battle you to see this for my Pokedex. If you need to see Combee, this is of course a great spot that you can see it. Doesn't take long to beat it all, especially not if you got your beloved Crobat. I don't know why I've been kind of harsh on Crobat lately, because it's been the lowest level. I mean, it's still probably the most powerful team member, even at the lowest level. I know it has been more useful than Clefairy, I'll say that much. Got some berries up here. What does it say? Trainer tips. After a berry is planted, watch the color of the soil. If the soil is dark, it means it has plenty of moisture. If soil is lighter in color, water it with your spray duck. Spray, eh? Duck. Some Nanab berries right here. Love that name. I think that these are just Poffin ingredients. I'm gonna bet you are a cherry berry. Oh no, raspberries. I was way off. Wow. Losing my touch. I think this next one is a Bluckberry. We've seen those already. Yes, indeed they are. And this last one, I really have no idea. I'm sorry. Pineapple. Okay, I think those are also Poffin ingredients. And how fitting that right next to 4 berries that are planted in the ground, we have Berry Master's house. Free berries available is all I see when I read that sign, though. Love my berries. Let's see. Everyone seems to call me the Berry Master. I hand out berries daily because I want people to learn how wonderful they are. You are deserving of one. You bet I'm deserving of one. So I'll give you a random berry once a day, in addition to the lady in Floroma Town that'll do the same thing. Would you like some mulch? If you're gonna grow berries, mulch is a good fertilizer. This is a new mechanic to the 4th generation, mulch. You can spread this wherever you have planted berries and it'll have various effects. They are essentials to the aspiring berry masters of tomorrow, like myself. First off is growth mulch. This makes it so that a berry will grow a lot faster, but you have to water it more often. Damp mulch is the opposite, makes berries grow slower, but you don't have to water them as often. Stable mulch makes it so that the berries will stay on the plant longer before dropping off and restarting. This can be helpful if you're kind of going away and you're not really able to play for a while. And then my personal favorite, gooey mulch, which is probably the funniest name for an item in Pokemon ever, is it'll make it so that berries will regrow from a dying plant a lot quicker than they would normally, making it so that the cycle will begin again. The last two aren't really useful in a more practical sense, just kind of there for convenience, but the first two, you might want to pick these up if you just don't have the time to water berries a lot. It does get kind of annoying when you plant a berry before bed and it's all dried out when you wake up in the morning, and there was just really nothing you could do. Please come again. I guess she's freaked out by how much I know about mulch. To be fair, that is kind of a creepy thing to know a lot about when you really get right down to it. Are you the forgetful type who forgets where berries are planted? No! Oh, is that so? Then you're okay even if I don't give you this nice thing. Passive aggressive and at a young age. Yes, I thought so. I'm the same way. I feel a sort of kinship with you. You can have this Poketch app. Yeah, we get the Berry Searcher app. Berry Searcher app indicates the locations of ripe berries. Let's check that out before we move onward. Come on, next one please. No, next, no. There we are, yes. You will get icons in various locations where you can pluck berries. Any sort of ones that are fully grown, it'll show you where they are. You can tap to refresh, and it makes the coolest darn sound you've ever heard. So good. I don't know why. I like tapping that screen just to make that sound effect, because it just sounds really that cool. I don't need to fight you for anything, so I'll just sneak right past you, and I want to talk to this guy. Don't say a word. Just take it. Get the odd Keystone. This is an item that you could obtain underground. I didn't go over this back when we did that, as I knew that we would be obtaining one a little bit later, and we can't use this for anything yet. It's a very important item, and you can only get it at this point in Platinum, which is a huge help as it's such a rare item in the underground. Should we check out its description? A vital item that is needed to keep a stone tower from collapsing. Voices can be heard from it occasionally. So we have our ghost stories. Wouldn't be a Pokemon without it. Or wouldn't be a Pokemon game without it. Just get out of here, and that is everything I wanted to do on Route 208. If you say Hearthome City, I only say this. Pokemon contests. I'm gonna enter my darling Pokemon in them. Yeah? Well, not if my Clefairy beats your Clefairy. Wow, she seems really shocked and appalled that she's gonna be in a contest. Hearthome City is a great place. Every year it gets voted the most desirable place to live in Sinnoh. I'm guessing because they keep those snot-nosed brats out of town by making you own $1 million bicycle to be able to even get here. But you know what, Hearthome City? I am in here infiltrating your nice place, and my repell's effect wore off, interrupting me, and now I'm getting interrupted again. This is apparently the Border Patrol keeping me out of town because I'm a little kid. Yeah, if it weren't for you, who knows how far away my Baneri could have run. Baby Baneri, back into your Pokeball you go. I'm Kira. I'm a Pokemon contest judge. Be sure to drop by the contest hall so I can thank you properly. Barely 2 steps in town and we already have our objective. Welcome to Hearthome City. A lot of people see this as the main hub town of Sinnoh. I personally think that belongs more to Jubilife. After all, that's where all the daily events are located. Got 2 choice of challenges, either gym or a contest, right? Well, in the way of story progress, you kind of have to go for gyms. There's no choice about it. You, I think, have an item, visiting here all the way from the Hoenn region. I had been hoping to find the contest hall, but being new, I lost my way. Fortunately, the local people very kindly led to me in my destination. I was impressed by their kindness and generosity to a complete stranger. Now, may I offer you the courtesy of showing you to the contest hall? I guess. I don't really need to go there yet. I kind of wanted to heal up, but sure, I'll make you feel better. Showing us where the contest hall is. I guess it can't hurt for us to stop by inside really quick as the first stop here in town. Look who it is! And I'm not talking about Kira. Oh, hi, Emil. Wait, no, really? Joanna is your mom? So, you might be a contest star? Oh, I don't know about that. I've never spoken to Emil about contests. I'm surprised you two know each other, though. Oh, yes, that's right. I need to thank you for earlier. Please take this accessory. Get glitter powder to dress up our Pokemon with. Put that accessory on your Pokemon before a contest. It'll lend a nice touch of sophistication and glamour. I'm a contest judge, so come join us for a different kind of fun. If you're unsure of yourself, we also offer practice sessions. Okay, Joanna, I'll see you. I like this song so much. It's just so cheery and so happy. It's simpler than the contest hall theme in Ruby and Sapphire, but it's still so nice in its own right. I got bored, so I came to Hearthome for a little vacation. I'm just as surprised as to see you here, my dear. Are you serious about entering contests? Not dressed that way. When your Pokemon is all dressed up, you can't be dressed your usual way. Thanks for complimenting my fashion sense, Mom. Put this on for a little glamour. Because every mom comes prepared carrying a tuxedo in her son's size in the off chance that she will run into them in a faraway city at random. She even chose it for me specifically. Go enjoy the contest, honey. Contest will give you a different look at the many charms of Pokemon. Should be an eye-opening experience for you. Bye now. It does sound pretty cool, but I think we'll be saving that experience for a little bit later. What do you have to say? Yes, I beg your pardon? Ah, oui. Contests you are here for. I hope very much you enjoy them. Incidentally, Fantina, the gym leader of Hearthome, is also a contestant. She is, how do you say, très fantastique. Fantina being myself, of course. Let me see. You also seem to be très strong. Fine. So it shall be. I will wait for you at the gym. If you're playing Diamond and Pearl, she will not battle you until you have 2 more badges, so they reordered the order of the gyms in this particular game. Gonna enter contest, but I don't see a Potvin case. Could be tough for you to win a contest without it, but if you're determined to enter, don't let me stop you. Wouldn't hurt to get some practice at the counter on the right. So what he's telling us is that we can do practice sessions if we want to see how a Pokemon contest is played out and practice the various aspects of it. We will be getting into contests a little bit later. Normally, I would show it off as soon as we possibly can, but it's not really the root of helpful items or anything like that, like Underground is, and you can play contests in multiplayer, so I thought it would be kind of best if we saved that for a little bit later. We just needed to stop by there to make the gym challenge accessible to us. Now that done, I think we should finally head to the Pokemon Center and heal ourselves up. Oh! Well, I wasn't expecting to see this here. This is a bit of a new mechanic. No, not talking to Nurse Joy. I am not quite that forgetful about things, even though I forget Zubat's inner focus all the time. What I'm talking about is this crazy clown right over here. Are we ready to have some fun? I sure am. Aren't you having fun? Let's make it fun, okay? What he is talking about, of course, is a Pokemon Center-based Pokemon battle. Every day, there will be trainers in various Pokemon Centers throughout the world. Refreshes on a daily basis. Wow, we're seeing another custom Pokeball animation. Basically, just kind of a nice way for you to get experience. Daily trainers that you can fight if you just want a little extra boost, because trainers give you more experience than regular wild Pokemon do. It's kind of nice. These are random. I wasn't really expecting to find this soon. Clownly. Sounds like an adjective. You are very clownly, sir. Not clown-like. A clown's makeup is a face that's crying while laughing. It defines what we do. So you enjoy scaring little children. Good to know. I personally was never really afraid of clowns. I know a lot of people that were, but I never was. As the sun sets on this day, I think this was a really productive one. We got the Route 208 all the way, got some really helpful stuff, including catching ourselves a new friend, got here to Hearthome City, learned a bit about what's going on here, and we also met the gym leader. Next time on Pokemon Platinum, we're gonna explore Hearthome City and just see what sort of place this is. See you guys then.